Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to episode 13 of the HNE Pod. So basically, we've been doing these niche podcasts, but for reasons I won't get into, we're gonna pause that for a while, and we're just gonna focus on just kind of basically take it back to basics a little bit, for the sake of just getting things moving forward. But so I'm joined by Connor. How are you doing, man?
I am grinding through lovely weather outside. I was freezing my butt off this morning. Went a nice jog. It was a good time.
How was your Thanksgiving? Just like briefly, you don't have to go into like super detail.
Pretty good. I was actually against the norm a little bit.
Really?
We had we had beef tenderloin. Yeah.
What?
No. Yeah, it wasn't turkey this year.
Okay.
Tenderloin, and my family's had the recipe for like the past 20 years, so that was pretty good. I got really fat, and yeah, it was a good time.
We all did. Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes and greens, and I mean, honestly, it was heaven. I had so much. And my grandpa likes cooking, but he likes not only having like pumpkin pie and like sweet potato pie, like those things, but he also likes making cake. So we had like either pie as an option or like coconut cake. It was, I mean, I can't complain, It's great.
Do you have any alcoholic beverages with it?
I actually didn't because I was driving.
Oh, you saint. Not condoning that. I had a bunch of, what did I have? I had a bunch of red wine and beer. It was good times. It's delicious.
Yeah. I also watched the Washington football team beat the Cowboys.
That was nuts. That game
no coincidence to me wearing this, but
Capitals.
Yeah, I mean, I am a Washington fan. I'm not going to lie, But anyways, for those who are listening, hopefully you guys didn't click out and get bored because we haven't talked about movies or pop culture, TV stuff yet. But in this episode, we're going to talk about The Mandalorian, of course, because how can you not after that latest episode with Ahsoka and just so much, not even world building, just hinting to things. And, the child has a name now. No Baby Yoda is now Grogu. Grogu, right? It's like Grogu.
Grogu. I'm not sure how I feel about the name. There'll probably be some backstory where we'll be like, let me rescind that statement on Grogu or Grogu. But
I mean, I'm just surprised we got a Master Yoda. We got a Yaddle. I'm surprised there's no Y's in the name, like a Yagu or something. But after we talk about The Mandalorian, we're going to get into Hawkeye. They're filming that now as of when we're recording this. And also it's been confirmed from the set photos that Hailee Steinfeld, who was in Pitch Perfect, she was in Bumblebee, True Grit, for those who, watched her all the way from the beginning. I think she got an Oscar nomination for it too, but she's officially been revealed for Kate Bishop. Just in the set photos, they haven't done a press release yet. They're probably saving that for like a trailer or, make like a big, break the internet kind of reveal. After that, we're going to talk about these Black Panther 2 news that reportedly came out from a scooper. And then we're going to end it off with some more Mandalorian stuff, talk about the potential spin-off applications of this recent Mandalorian season, and specifically the last episode. But getting into the first discussion, so Hawkeye on Disney Plus, it's set to start filming actually now. I think today was the first day as a recording that they were actually filming in New York. It's kind of interesting, seeing Hawkeye go from, Avengers jet to, like the Q train in, on the New York subway. I mean? It's kind of just kind of wild. But Hailee Steinfeld was on set, seemingly confirming the long rumor that she was going to be playing next in line Hawkeye protege to take over the role, Kate Bishop. So, I mean, it was cool that actually happened because it seems like her casting has been rumored for years. And it's been one of those things where Marvel wanted her, but whether she was interested or not, she was never available. And I don't know if it's due to the COVID stuff or if it's due to anything else, but the stars aligned finally. I'm sure they threw the bank at her, and she's now Kate Bishop. So I know previously we talked about Bumblebee, and you said you really liked that movie. She was in that movie.
Yep, I remember.
How do you feel about your new Hawkeye?
I think it'd be interesting. Kind of going back to the Bumblebee though. I did like her performance, but I would Transformers wise would rather have the OG like the very beginning of the movie, more along those lines. But I think with Hawkeye, I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. Were you a big Hawkeye fan?
So it's weird. I mean, Hawkeye, I feel like he's never really been given I feel like he's been there, like kind of like a Phil Coulson kind of role. Like he's always there. Like he was in the Thor movie, like that guy in the rafters with the bow and arrow that could have shot Thor, but like held off on doing it. Then he's in the Avengers, and then he's in Avengers Age of Ultron. And it's not like he's not throwing cars or anything, but I mean, he kind of is pretty important in helping Scarlet Witch and her brother go from being bad to good, basically. And then he kind of takes like a mentor role with her. And then, he has his family and stuff like that too. And I thought it was kind of nice that they at least allowed him to retire. Like that was a thing that the other characters didn't really have, like they didn't have a family to go back to. And then there's also the rumor that they're going to make him disabled in this show. Like something's going to happen and he's going to lose his hearing. So he's going to have a hearing aid or maybe learn sign language. It's going to be interesting, though, what they're doing with them. I mean, I hope they don't kill him. To be honest, I hope they just...
Yeah, that'd be annoying if they killed him. I did like him in
just
Civil
re-retire him.
I think he was a good character in Civil War.
Yeah. I just don't think they... I think they're between a rock and a hard place with them, because I think on one hand, they don't know what to do with Hawkeye, like the Jeremy Renner version. But for their future plans, introducing the Kate Bishop Hawkeye works really well, because especially if you get a big, actress like Hailee Steinfeld, it allows you to have like a strong leader for your Young Avengers movie that they're going to make. Because at this point, I think they have Hailee Steinfeld's Kate Bishop, who's going to be probably one of the leaders of the team. Mm-hmm. Spider-Man's young enough. You could always have Spider-Man be a leader on the team since he's still in high school, technically. Mm-hmm. Who else? You have Wiccan and Speed, who's going to be introduced in Scarlet Witch. You have Ant-Man's daughter. If they follow the comics, Ant-Man's daughter will be a superhero as well, Stature.
Yeah. So I totally forgot about the daughter.
Yeah, and then, I mean, there's a lot more characters they're going to... I mean, I'm probably forgetting someone, but yeah, that's definitely where they're building towards. I mean, I think with the Hawkeye show, though, what I really like is that they're going to do, based on like the Matt Fraction run. I mean, I don't know if you ever read it, but it's at this point, it's a lot of people consider it kind of like the definitive modern day Hawkeye. And basically, like a lot of the story, it introduces like the hearing disability. I think that's the storyline which introduced it, and he has a dog, and like it's a cool kind of like down to earth Hawkeye story. Like it's not crazy, he's not fighting aliens in space like Batman or something. It's just everyday dude, just happens to be an Avenger, happens to be really good at archery, kind of storyline. So I think they're going to do that. I'm really curious to see what happens with his family, though. I really hope they don't kill his family again.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm curious how they're going to even do the whole thing, because I feel like after the events of the Avengers Endgame, it's going to take a lot to pull this guy from his family. I mean, like this guy was so devastated by his family being killed that he went on a murder spree across the world, just murdering every single mafia, yakuza, like every single one of those criminal organizations. So it's like someone with that type of John Wick, vengeance and dedication to their cause. You're gonna have to have a really good reason to make him want to mentor and tutor, presumably a stranger that he just met that happens to also be into archery. But I mean, I don't know. How do you see this going?
I really hope they keep to the roots, or the more modern roots of him just being that guy. So your average dude, he's just there. and then they kind of go more in depth into his like storyline and kind of seeing he's actually more experienced than you'd think and all this kind of stuff. He's not like a Thor or anything like that, but he's way more than Clint, you know.
Do you think they're going to kill him off, or do you think he'll train the next Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, and then kind of just like retire, go away?
I think they're going to have like a tragedy happen at a bare minimum.
Yeah.
Like he's going to be fully disabled or something like that happening. Maybe they'll kill him off. I hope not. They might, but I think there's going to be something happening there.
Yeah. And I guess
the drama.
The last, you need the drama, of course. I mean, I guess the last kind of angle I'm curious about with this show, right, is, Hailee Steinfeld's a huge actress. I mean, she's not, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you got someone, fresh off the Disney Channel. I mean, she's been in the Oscar and Grammy nomination pool, multiple times. So I'm curious if this kind of confirms that, like, the Young Avengers thing they're going to do, it's definitely going to be a movie, more likely than not. It's not going to be just like a Disney Plus show, because I just can't see her sign on to like only a TV show. Like, no offense, like I'm not trying to say TV shows aren't worth it, but I mean, I feel like she probably signed on to be more than just a coming of age kind of character on a TV show.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but I feel like there's been more of a cultural shift now where a lot of people are turning towards towards TV shows is the way they put most of their time towards. So it's not necessarily bad when she does that transition, but maybe we'll start seeing that more and more as we see all these new shows popping up on all these streaming platforms and Disney, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I feel like that's definitely the way they're going with kind of like dramas, a lot of drama shows and or drama genre things, TV's kind of the way. I mean, I don't know if you saw this on HBO Max, but what is it? It stars Nicole Kidman, Hugh Grant. It's called The Undoing.
No, I haven't seen it.
You got to watch it. Watch it. It's like a thriller mystery. It's amazing. It's amazing. I was literally like at like the top of my seat. I was like, he did it. Like this murder that they're like the story is about. And then I was totally wrong. So, but it's really, really good. It's definitely worth, the Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, I know the Queen's Gambit.
So it's like the Queen's Gambit in terms of like top tier quality, but better. My girlfriend disagrees with me. She thinks Queen Gambit's better. I think The Undoing's better. We'll see who wins.
I'll have to watch. Yeah.
But yeah. So last thoughts on the whole Hawkeye thing. So I mean, it was just the set photos, nothing crazy. There's actually like drama online about it. People were complaining the set videos weren't high quality enough.
Was it like bad? How bad were the photos? Or they were?
Well, I mean, there's different ones. You know what I mean? So like there were some that looked like they were recorded with the potato, some that were definitely high quality enough that you can make out the people's faces. But it's just people complaining about little things.
Well, they want it to be really good.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like you're getting set leaks from a Marvel TV movie. You know what I mean? It's like they're not gonna be a photo shoot. I mean, like Marvel snipers are everywhere, but we'll see what happens.
Right, but
I guess on that note, thanks for checking out this episode of the podcast. They'll be cranking out more regularly, so definitely check them out. Also, check out the links for the audio only versions, which would be if you're checking out the video version on YouTube, the audio only link for Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, they'll be in the description. Let us know what the way is in terms of the types of topics we should take on going forward. And also let us know in terms of, depending on what segment you're listening to for The Mandalorian, what spinoffs do you think this season is actually building towards? Not just the possibilities, but like actually what we'll probably get for Hawkeye. Let us know what your thoughts are on Hailee Steinfeld officially, finally being revealed, whether it's unofficial or not, as Kate Bishop, and those implications going forward for Young Avengers and all that stuff. And for that Black Panther 2 scoop with massive grains of salt, what do you think about that? I know Mikey Sutton's track record isn't picture perfect. So definitely feel free to be extremely reluctant on it. But what way do you think they should go about for Black Panther 2? And with all that said and done, Connor, I'll let you have a final say.
Comment below. Looking forward to everyone's thoughts. Thumbs up.